Hello everyone, I am Dr. Arunima from Krishnakanta Handik State Open University. I am here to discuss with you Module 8, Unit 16 and the matter of the discussion will be understanding of organization of curriculum. After going through this discussion, you will be able to discuss in detail on curriculum planning and organization. You will also perceive the role of the school head in the context of curriculum, and you will be acquainted yourself with how to organize the curriculum in your school in an effective manner. So, in our previous discussion, we have already talked about the meaning of curriculum, definitions of curriculum, different key components of curriculum, the distinguish between curriculum, course and syllabus. So, I hope you have the clear conception about the curriculum already. Now, we have our theoretical concept or theoretical understanding about what is curriculum. But as a teacher, we have to implement all these things in our practical situations. Sometimes, as a teacher, we have to be planned. We have to organize some curriculum for our educational institutions. So, while we are going to organize or plan the curriculum, in what way we have to plan, in what way we have to organize, and what are the steps we have to be concerned about, this is very important fact. So, let's discuss about planning and organization of curriculum. Now, planning and organizing a curriculum involves a systematic and comprehensive approach to designing educational experiences for learners, because it's a very risky and very responsible task to plan and organize the curriculum, because according to developmental psychology, in the different developmental stages, the child shows different interest and different psychological aspects will found, and according to their needs, though it's a child-centered education system, so according to their need of the children, according to the psychological aspects of the students, we have to organize or plan a curriculum for a particular class. So it encompasses various stages and considerations to ensure that curriculum effectively meets the needs of the students and achieves desired learning outcomes or not. Here's an in-depth explanation you will get about the planning and organization of curriculum. Here we have to consider some aspects. First of all, identify goals and objectives. Goal. Begin by defining the broader educational goals. Already we have known that what is the goals of education. What is the goals of education? It's the all-round development of the human individual. All-round development means physical development, emotional development, social development, then the other sides of development of our personality. So, this is a broad aim of education. To achieve this broader aim of education, curriculum intends to achieve. This is the responsibility of the curriculum, and these goals could be related to knowledge acquisition, skill development, character building, or combinations of these. It means a curriculum has to plan to achieve the goal which is related with our personality. Integrated personality development. So objectives, what will be the objectives? Break down these goals into specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-bound learning objectives, and these objectives provide a clear direction for the curriculum. When we have the broader aim in front of us to be achieved by the education system, and curriculum is the path, curriculum is the way which will help the education to achieve its broader aims and objectives. And these broader aims and objectives, we have to break down some specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-bound learning objectives. And while we will frame such goals and objectives, it will provide a clear direction where the curriculum will definitely be able to achieve the goals of education. The second one, understand learner needs. This is very important fact about curriculum construction, planning and organization and all, because in ancient days, what was about education system? Education system was totally teacher-centered. Teacher was all in the entire education system, but philosophical implementation, psychological implementation, sociological implementations, all about education, the teacher-centered education system has been gradually transformed into the learner-centered education system. Learner-centered education system, what happens? It gives importance on the learner needs only. So analyze the characteristics of the learner such as their age, grade, level, cultural background, prior knowledge, learning styles and abilities. This is very important. So this information helps in preparing the curriculum to meet the different needs of the students, because if we see from the psychological point of view, we'll get that every learner is differ from each other, every child is differ from each other, even the twins is differ from each other in some psychological aspects. So this is very important points consideration that we have to ever while planning or organizing a curriculum. The third one, curriculum framework. Develop a framework that outlines the structure and components of the curriculum. This might include subjects, units, lessons, learning outcomes, assessment methods, instructional strategies, etc. All these very important aspects that are related with the curriculum, because it is not only our duty to provide the subject matter, but it is our responsibility as a teacher to see the learning outcomes. After delivering the lesson, what outcomes we will get? Assessment method, how much the students are able to acquire, and instructional strategies, how we will provide or deliver the lesson. These all are important aspects that are related with the curriculum. Therefore, while organizing for the curriculum, while developing any type of curriculum for a particular stages of educational level, then we will have to aware about subjects, units, lessons, learning outcomes, assessment methods and instructional strategies, etc. The fourth important fact about curriculum organization is alignment with standard and guidelines. And we have to ensure that curriculum aligns with educational standards, guidelines or requirements set by educational boards, governing bodies or institution. It is very important that we have to see about the psychological aspects of the human individual, of our students. But at a time, some bodies, some governing bodies, we have some educational boards, we have some educational ministry, we we have, then they are providing some rules and regulations and providing curriculum. Therefore, aligning with those standards and guidelines, we have to provide the curriculum, the basis of curriculum, and alignment ensures that students meet the expected benchmark. This is very important fact about curriculum planning and organization. Then the next one, the content selection. This is very responsible task because source relevant and age appropriate content. Age appropriate. Why? Because in our different age, we have some different developmental qualities, different developmental intellectual qualities. Therefore, according to our intellectual maturity, the content should be properly or appropriately selected, and it should be related with the learning objectives. Incorporate a variety of resources such as textbooks, digital materials, primary sources, supplementary resources to enrich the curriculum. So this is content selection is a very cautious job. It is very responsible job because if we are not able to give appropriate or relevant content to the students, then it will have a long gap between the educational objectives and curriculum that we are providing to the students. And next point is important point about curriculum organization and planning, that is learning activities. Because we have selected the learning content, we have selected some relevant and age appropriate content. Okay, it is over. But we have to plan to give some teaching methods, activities that cater different learning styles and preferences. This might include lectures, discussion, group work, hands-on activities, projects, simulation, field trips, and more. These are very important method to be involved in the curriculum. So incorporate opportunities for collaborative learning, critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. So these are considered by the curriculum planner or organizer. Then assessment strategy. This is very important also. Develop assessment tools aligned with the learning objectives to measure students' understanding and progress. Use various assessment methods such as quiz, test, projects, portfolios, presentation, peer evaluation, because it ensures that assessment are fair, reliable, valid measures of students' learning. Because we have already provided some important knowledge to the students through the curriculum. But we have the duty, we have the responsibility to assess how much they are able to acquire. It is responsibility of the teacher. They should ensure that assessments should be fair, assessment should be reliable, assessment should be valid of students' learning. The next important point I have to mention here, sequencing and pacing. Organize the curriculum content in a logical sequence, ensuring that concept and skills build upon each other progressively. Consider the pacing of the curriculum, allowing sufficient time for understanding, practice, and mastery of concept before moving to the next. So these should be principles that we have to be followed while organizing or planning a curriculum. Because if we are not able to organize the content in a logical sequence, then it will be chaotic for the students as well as for the teachers to deliver the knowledge. Then another important fact is differentiation and inclusivity. It means or it refers incorporate strategies to accommodate diverse learners. This might involve adapting materials, providing additional support for struggling learners, and offering enrichment opportunities for advanced learners. And it also ensures the curriculum is inclusive, considering the needs of the students with diverse abilities, backgrounds and learning styles. It is fact that in an educational environment, it may be school environment or college environment, what happens that learners comes from different environment. Their background are different, their abilities are different, their learning styles, needs are different. Therefore, curriculum should be inclusive, because to meet the different needs of the students, it should follow this principle. Then another point, important point I have to mention here regarding curriculum organization and curriculum planning, that is technology integration. Obviously, it is the day that we are living this, we are never go away from science and technology. Science and technology has influence in such a way we cannot take a breath for a second without them. So utilize technology as a tool to enhance learning experience. Technology has been immersed in the field of education system also. ICT, information communication technology, it's an integrate part. So integrate educational software, online resources, interactive tools and digital platform to supplement and reinforce curriculum content. Because without technology, after COVID period also, we have realized that how we are enforced to be online. We are enforced to know the technological knowledge, minimum technological knowledge to deliver the education system. So in the day of technology, if we are not able to utilize all this technological knowledge in the field of learning situation, teaching learning situation, then we cannot become up to date. Our education system cannot become able to up to date it. Therefore, technology integration is must with the curriculum system. Then another important point is here to be noted, that professional development. Provide ongoing professional development and training for teachers to effectively implement the curriculum. This includes understanding the curriculum goals, instructional strategies, assessment techniques and utilize technology. Then another point is that feedback and revisions. Regularly gather feedback from students, teachers, parents and other stakeholders to evaluate effectiveness of the curriculum, because the planners, organizers of the curriculum, they have the responsibility to gather some feedback what they have prepared as a curriculum, as a course to deliver the knowledge to the students in the educational environment. Therefore, it is important to gather feedback regularly from students, teachers, parents and other members of the society, because it is very important to evaluate the effectiveness of the curriculum. So use this feedback to make necessary revisions and improvements to the curriculum, because while we are getting feedback, we'll get the feedback about what is the pros and cons of the curriculum. Then using this feedback, it will be very effective and it will be very easy to revise, improvised, or the curriculum system that has already been existed, and new things also we can put to the existing curriculum also. So this flexibility will be maintained while we get the feedback from all the different groups. Then another important point is here, that documentation and reflection. So maintain comprehensive records of the curriculum plans, assessment, modifications and outcomes, reflect on the curriculum's effectiveness and identify areas for improvement through regular reviews and analysis. So as a conclusion, we say that effective curriculum planning and organization involves generally holistic approach that which considers generally learners' needs, educational goals, instructional strategies, assessment methods, then continuous improvement or by gathering feedback and reflections, collaborating among teachers, administration, the members of the society, and all this collaboration is essential for the successful curriculum implementation, successful planning of the curriculum, organization of the curriculum, implementation of the curriculum, that which will able to support meaningful and engaging learning experiences for the learners in the present day society. Here, let's discuss about another important topic which are related to the curriculum planning and organizations is principles of curriculum planning. We have to, when we are going to plan a curriculum, what principles we have to follow. This is very important. Curriculum planning involves designing a framework for teaching and learning within an educational system. So these principles of curriculum planning guide in developing a structured and effective educational program. So let's have a look on some of these principles. First of all, alignment with educational goals. This is important principles because curriculum should be aligned with the overarching educational objective goals of the institution or educational system. It should reflect the values, mission and vision of the institution or educational system. The second one, relevance. The content and learning experience within the curriculum should be relevant as well as meaningful to the students' interest, social needs. It should be applicable and connect to real-world context. Then, flexibility and adaptability. A good curriculum always flexible enough to accommodate the diverse needs, abilities and learning styles of students. And also, it should be adaptable to changing educational trends, social demands and technological advancement and technological demands of the society. Then fourth one, the coherence and sequence. The curriculum should be logically organized and it should ensure a sequential flow of learning experience. Concept and skills should be introduced in a coherent manner, building upon previous knowledge to facilitate deeper understanding. Then, balance and breadth. A balanced curriculum covers a wide range of subjects or discipline, fostering holistic development of the student's personality, because as we know that the holistic personality development is the main purpose of education. And assessment. Assessment method should be aligned with the curriculum goals and focus on evaluating not just memorization but also critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, practical application of the knowledge. Then, continuous improvement. Curriculum planning should be an ongoing process, open to feedback, evaluation, revision based on the assessment of student learning outcomes, teacher experience and emerging educational research. The next point is we have to be noted here, integration of technology. Incorporating relevant technology enhances curriculum by providing new tools for learning, promoting digital literacy and preparing students for the modern world. Then cultural responsiveness and diversity. Curriculum should be inclusive, acknowledging, respecting diverse culture background also. Then collaboration and stockholders involvement, involving teachers, administrators, students, parents, the broader community in the curriculum planning process ensures a well-rounded perspective and foster a sense of ownership and support. So, by following all those principles, curriculum planners create an effective, engaging, student-centered, totally student-centered educational programs, and it will, and we can hope that if we follow such principles, we can hope that it will cater to the needs of the learners while preparing them for future challenges of the real world. Then next point of this discussion, what will be the role of school head in curriculum planning and organization? Because all the teachers of our school is very much important role they have to play, and the school head is the leader. So, what will be the role of the school head? What direction he or she will give to the other fellow teachers? This is very important. Their responsibility. What are the responsibility? First of all, school heads play a crucial role in establishing schools' educational visions, goals, and priorities. They align the curriculum with the school's missions, because every education institutions have their different mission. The school's head has the responsibility to align the curriculum school missions and ensure that the educational objectives are clear and communicated to all the stockholders. Secondly, they oversee the development, review, evaluate the school curriculum, because they have getting some well organized curriculum, but as a school head, he or she has the responsibility to evaluate all this. It will if it will cater the needs of the students of his particular school or not. So this involves working with curriculum coordinators, teachers, and other stockholders to ensure that the curriculum is relevant, up to date, and aligned with educational standards. This is very important role that have to be played by the school head. Then third one, school heads allocate resources such as budget, personnel, materials, technology to support the implementations of the curriculum, because proper implementation of curriculum, technology, materials, resources will be important. They ensure that the necessary resources are available for effective teaching and learning. The next role, they support and encourage professional development opportunities for teachers to improve their instructional practices, aligning them with the goals and objectives of the curriculum, because all the teachers have to be up to date with knowledge, with information. So it is the role and responsibility of the school heads to give them the proper directions to be up to date themselves. The next point is, school heads monitor the implementations of the curriculum by observing classroom instruction, reviewing assessment data, and collecting feedback from teachers, students, and parents. The next one, the role that have to be played by school head, the foster collaboration among teachers, curriculum coordinators, and other staff members to ensure coherence and consistency in curriculum delivery. They also communicate the curriculum plans and changes to teachers, students, parents, and the broader community. School heads also promote inclusivity within the curriculum, ensuring that it addresses the diverse needs of the students, including those with different learning styles, abilities, cultural background. Then last but not the least, that engaging with various stockholders, including parents, community members, and educational authorities to give the support, gather feedback, and build partnership that contribute to the improvement of the curriculum and the overall educational experiences. So these are some of the role and responsibilities that have to be played by the principals or head teachers, and their role in curriculum planning and organizing is very multifaceted, and some roles they have to play the role like leadership, quality, coordination, oversight, and collaboration to ensure the delivery of a quality education that meets the needs of the students and broader educational community is very much important. So as a teacher community, we have to build a strong knowledge society, so that whether we are the school head, whether we are the teachers, no matter, we, while delivering the curriculum to a particular class, we have to be aware all these fact that are all these principles, all these psychological principles, all these philosophical principles, so that we can deliver a appropriate curriculum to the students to make them an assets for the future society, to make them resources to face the challenges of our future. So these are very important consideration. As a teacher, we have to be aware about that. So everyone, I hope you have acquired knowledge about the concept of curriculum and the planning and organization of curriculum through my discussion. Then hope we'll meet another discussion with some other new topic. Thank you so much.